Good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. We are so glad you're here. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Beverage. We've got a great show ahead, especially if you love coffee. I know I do. It's brewing in the studio, and it smells wonderful.
And then we're going to head over to our kitchen for another visit from Braga Farms. They are serving up yummy organic fare for the holidays.
I love that. And maintaining our skin's health with one of the most powerful skin healing ingredients in the world. How's that for a tease?
No one is going anywhere. The Balancing Act starts right now.
With the holidays fast approaching, what better way to ring in the parties and family get-togethers than fresh from the farm, organic vegetables and produce. Love that. And what better way to enjoy organic farm fresh food than easy to prepare delicious holiday recipes you can make in no time. Back in our kitchen again, two experts who know what fresh, flavorful, and festive are all about. Alliteration going there. He's a farmer as well as the president of Josie's Organics. Back again from Braga Fresh Family Farms in Northern California, Rod Braga, and from New York City, Chadwick Boyd, a food and lifestyle expert. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Great to be back in the kitchen.
Yes, how's the Big Apple?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Excellent. Love the Big Apple. I love California too, by the way.
It's a little cooler than here today.
Yes, it is. And you know what I love? I love the holidays and I love family traditions. I don't know about you, but you know, we're Hispanic. The family comes in from Mexico. They come in from Colombia. Everybody comes together and has a great time. Rod?
Well, our family, Swiss Italian, everything was built around food, family, and I can remember certainly my grandmother's house and my aunts and uncles and all the cousins getting together.
It's a
and
great
today
time.
it's the same deal with my family.
And
yeah,
you?
we've always have like a big pot of something on the range going, and we're on my grandparents' farm. It's just a great time to get together in the kitchen and make some good food.
And you have to eat. I think it's one of the pleasures in life, if not, you know, top three, let's say.
Absolutely.
Rod, it seems like a lot of people are, you know, choosing organic produce more and more. I hear about it. I see it with my own eyes at the market. What gives there?
Everybody's looking to be healthier, and they want their children to start eating healthier from the get-go, and that's what we do with our family, with our three, trying to introduce the wholesome organic vegetables from an early age. We have a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, an 8-year-old. I'm not going to say they eat vegetables all the time, but we give it to them every day.
And you know, it makes a difference in their lives and in their bodies and for the future as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you have set up something just delightful here. Tell me what we have and what we're going to make this morning.
I love vegetables for the holidays because of the color.
Yes.
I mean, look at this color, right? We've got two very simple, easy recipes that you want to get grandma and kids together to make. And they're Italian inspired because of Josie and her background, and Rod's family background. So here we've got sweet baby broccoli. It's softer and a sweeter flavor than a regular broccoli. And look how beautiful it is. We've simply put this in the oven with slices of lemon, and in about 15-20 minutes they kind of brown and caramelize and get really broken down with beautiful sugar. And we've made a Gremolata, which is a traditional Italian condiment, and we've mixed it up. Usually it's parsley and lemon and Parmesan. We've got pecans and this softer Parmesan, and throw all that stuff in the food processor, and it becomes this dust and this condiment that you just put on the very end.
And
look how
so
beautiful.
easy.
Super easy.
And Rod, really making a difference again to go organic and using Josie's products.
Absolutely. Our family, you know, the kids love the freshness of the organic, the taste. The colors are there. I think it's all important.
And that's a better invitation when they see a nice color and something that looks pretty. All right, what is this?
Okay, so we've gone Italian, from Italian there to Italian here, crostini, which is a toasted bread essentially. But we've paired this Josie's Organics curly parsley, which is a little bit bitter, with naturally sweet red pear. And we've just put this on the grill.
You've paired it with pear.
We paired it with pear.
Get it?
Yes. We put this on the grill, and it's soft. It's beautiful and soft and sugary, and so it's got this wonderful sweet flavor with a little bit of olive oil. And all you do is put these slices of bone bread or ciabatta in the oven. They crisp up, and then you assemble it. And you want to put a few of these on there. Just go ahead, help me here.
I'll
And Rod,
do it.
I'm going to get you to help here as well.
Beautiful.
And once you do that, you put a little bit of the parsley on top.
Okay.
And then Rod, I want you to drizzle that with some honey.
Drizzle.
I like lots of
Just
parsley.
don't goop it up.
Goop it up. Add that little sweetness there.
There you go. And then you finish it with some cracked black pepper.
Oh my gosh,
right?
even children can do this.
Yeah, and then the last part, before you put it on a platter like this, you want to take fresh lemon and give it a squeeze like that. And it brightens all of the flavors and brings it together, the sweet and the bitter. It's beautiful and wonderful. It's
And you
awesome.
know what I like about this, Rod, and you can interject here, is you're not only getting a healthy snack or a healthy vegetable, but also a really good quality one as well, because there's nothing worse than getting something and getting home and saying, ugh, what did I just buy?
No, Chadwick does a fantastic job of helping us come up with our menu recipes on our website, Josie's Organics, of things that are fresh and different tastes with the fruit and the vegetables. It's wonderful.
And the flavor makes a difference?
It's
you
the
think?
taste, absolutely. When you put care into the vegetables that you grow, like what Rod does and with Josie's Organics, you taste it as a consumer, and so you know you're going to get something really flavorful and fresh on your holiday table.
So before we go, tell our viewers where we can find Josie's Organics. Rod?
We're at Whole Foods across the country, Kroger's nationwide, and really any of your stores local.
I got a Whole Foods about a mile away from me.
Hey, well then you've got this right in your backyard.
Do. Can I be a little piggy now and grab the broccoli?
Go right ahead.
I just kind of love this. I can't believe I'm doing this, but whatever.
Simple, soft,
Oh, my goodness.
good with lemon.
I have to get my fingers in there too. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Great to see you. Happy holidays.
How inappropriate. Do not do this at home. Thank you, and happy holidays. By the way, this has been the third in our 4-part series. I can't believe I licked my fingers. As we continue our salute to the American farmer this holiday season. And if you'd like more information on organic farming, organic produce, or anything related to today's segment, visit thebalancingact.com. Every woman wants to look radiant, but for many, often starting in teenage years and early adulthood, our skin can throw us a curveball, if you will. One of the biggest challenges, acne. With us today, a skincare expert whose countless hours of research and product development are helping women and men treat acne. Joining us this morning, Dr. Ahmed Abdullah, a board-certified plastic surgeon and skincare specialist. Good morning.
Good morning, Olga.
Let's talk about acne. What is
Sure.
it medically speaking, and what skin types are more prone to getting acne?
Well, acne is a condition that you're born with.
Okay.
And so it affects actually all kinds of skin types. And it's a condition where your oil glands get clogged with the sticky cells that are shedding all the time. And oil fills up, and you get inflammation, and bugs love to live in that, and
That's
so
right.
you get an infection.
Would you say it's hereditary?
It's not hereditary in the sense that we have a clear-cut pathway to hereditary, but it's so common that, yes, it probably is.
And it's so common, and especially in the teen years, and I know how much it bothers teenagers. And you see all these commercials, doctor. I mean, all of them, and everybody tries something, and it never works. So what motivated you to develop this acne product?
Well, the Lexley Acne system is what I developed, and I formulated over years of looking and seeing what else was out there, and really there was nothing else out there. You know, acne has multiple causes: inflammation and infection, and the clogged pores and the oil production. So all that has to be addressed, and I didn't find one product that would address all of them. I formulated the system to actually address all 4 of those causes, and that's why it's so effective.
And I know they call you Dr. A. I kind of like that. Not Dr. J, Dr. A. Now, I was looking at your website, and I saw this part, which I thought was interesting. Your product has what's called a pharmaceutical-grade aloe vera. How is that different from, let's say, just regular aloe vera?
Well, in the Lexley Acne system, I wanted to use something that was pure. And pharmaceutical grade just means pure, good for human consumption.
I got it.
You know, not all aloe vera is created equal. And so, you know, you break off a plant, what you get is the good stuff mixed with the bad stuff. And pharmaceutical grade is purified aloe that's very anti-inflammatory and good for what we're trying to do with it.
Do you need a prescription for this?
No, you don't.
So if somebody were to apply it, Lexley, do they see results pretty quick?
They will see results very quickly, in the sense that, you know, within a week or 2, it'll clear up most people's acne.
Which is so important for teenagers, men and women, for everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Olga.
You got anything for wrinkles?
Yes, I do. Next show.
Ooh, and what's the website for Lexley?
Lexley.com, Lexli.com.
Okay, I was so involved with the wrinkles now. Thank you, doctor. And if you'd like more information on skincare, controlling acne, and making your skin its most radiant, visit us at thebalancingact.com or get social with us. Leave us your questions and comments at Facebook, The Balancing Act fans. Of course, I'm looking for the wrinkle cream.
So here's a good question this morning. How's that cup of coffee you're drinking right now? For you true coffee connoisseurs, chances are it tastes pretty good. But pretty good doesn't hold a candle to a world-class coffee bean, perfected by nearly 100 years of coffee making tradition that's roasted, brewed, and then matched with its own ideal coffee pairing. But doesn't that sound good? Well, here to tell us more about the perfect coffee experience is Matt Siraj, a fourth-generation coffee maker for one of America's most prestigious coffee-making families. Matt, I am so glad you're here this morning.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
And I can't wait to delve into all of this. But first, I want to talk about your company. Your grandfather founded this company, almost 100 years ago?
Almost 100 years ago. My great-grandfather, Cap Siraj, founded Community Coffee back in 1919 when he discovered the secret of making great-tasting coffee in his Louisiana general store. And he named it Community Coffee in honor of his friends and neighbors that supported him early on.
Well, it's really interesting that he had the foresight almost 100 years ago, because today America is basically one big, huge coffee community. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think it's part of the feel-good experience of coffee. You know, caffeine stimulates the brain and it has antioxidants and has some health benefits. You know, there's a lot of studies that link coffee to lower chance of serious illness. And it's these things that make coffee really a very popular drink in America. In fact, every day, over 400 million cups of coffee are served in the United States, making the United States the #1 coffee-consuming country in the world.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a great stat. But I'm assuming and I'm guessing that some of us aren't really brewing coffee correctly. Am I right?
Well, that is true. And maybe I can help with some simple coffee education while I'm here. And let me ask you just a few questions about coffee. Question number one.
Okay.
What is the correct way that you store coffee at home?
Put it in the freezer.
Okay, most people say that, but in fact, storing coffee in a freezer is not the best thing to do. Coffee absorbs odors and things around it, so you don't want to store it near the onions in the refrigerator either.
Right.
But put an airtight container in the cabinet. It's the best way to store your coffee.
Okay, got to change the way I store my coffee.
All right, so question number two.
Yes.
Is it preferred to have whole bean coffees that are ground fresh for brewing or ground coffee?
So buy the beans and then grind them at home.
Grinding beans certainly is part of the experience of coffee. But ground coffee in the grocery store is just as fresh as whole bean coffee in the grocery store. Purchase just enough that you'll brew and consume it in 1 week.
Tell me though, how do you make, if you could tell me, the perfect cup of coffee, what would you say?
Well, the first thing is to start with a really great coffee and a great coffee bean. We use only select Arabica beans from around the world. We source from about 30 countries around the world to find the top 10%. You cannot make a great cup of coffee with a mediocre coffee bean. You have to start with the great bean.
Now these plates are specifically paired with different roast, right? Tell me about that.
That's right. You know, coffee, just like wine, you want to pair it with food carefully, and there's a simple rule of thumb. The richer the food, the darker the roast.
Okay.
So when we look at breakfast breads like these, so we have some lemon poppy seeds, some blueberry scones, very light. It's the morning. You want a light roasted coffee is preferred.
Light roasted, okay.
But when we get into creamy desserts, let's say a key lime pie or a cheesecake,
Yeah.
you know, you can stand a stronger coffee, a medium dark roasted coffee. We'll give it that semi-sweet hint to complement the dessert, but it's not going to overpower it. It's not going to be too strong. But of course, when you get to chocolate, when you get to really decadent desserts that we all love, they can really stand up to any coffee. But a dark roasted espresso or a signature dark roast coffee will really play off the chocolate very well, complement it, and not surrender to it, but make that a great dining experience. Okay, so you ready to get started?
I am. I want to try that orange muffin. I've been looking at that.
All right, well, let's do that. We're going to pair that with this medium roast breakfast blend.
Okay.
And this coffee is going to be lighter, tangy. It's going to have a real smooth finish.
I can see that it's lighter.
It'll really complement the orange flavor of that.
Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I'm going to take a little bite of this.
You want a touch of cream in your coffee?
Let me try it black. I
Okay.
want to taste the pureness of it. It's a little tangy.
It's tangy, and you can taste the fruit, because you have fruits, any kind of tart or fruit or anything like that, a lemon.
Fantastic.
You want a light roasted coffee, just kind of a light sweetness and a tanginess.
Love this. All right, now you know I've been dying to see this key lime pie. So I'm going to go a little darker here, right?
That's great. So this is medium dark roast cafe special. Now this is going to be a fuller cup of coffee. It's going to be richer.
Okay.
It's been roasted longer and roasted differently, but the profile will be semi-sweet, and it has enough body in it that it can stand up to, a creamy tart, something that's just a little bit heavier. Even a dessert with cinnamon in it would complement well with this coffee.
Okay, here I go. Wow, I can totally taste the difference.
You can taste the difference in the mouthfeel. It's a heavier coffee.
And you know, after we wrap, I'm going right over to the chocolate. Right
Absolutely, that's the most fun.
I want to tell you, it was so great to have. I learned so much today. I felt like I was in Napa Valley, and it's so important, to think about coffee like we think about wine and pairings. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me here. I enjoyed it.
And we'd like to say a special congratulations to you and to Community Coffee for your Military Match Coffee Initiative. Listen to this, folks. Over the past 5 years, more than 20,000 pounds or 10 tons of premium coffee have been shipped to our military servicemen and women overseas. That is so fantastic, Matt.
It's our pleasure.
And now to get your hands on some of this amazing coffee, just head straight to thebalancingact.com to find out how. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Cheers, Matt. Great having you in.
Cheers.
So much great information on today's show, and be sure to check out our website, thebalancingact.com, as well. We've got all the info there for you as well.
And don't forget about Facebook and Twitter. We want you to look us up, and we'll see you real soon. And remember, guys, gals, everybody out there, find your balance. So long.